I went for my annual visit this morning, and my doctor was like, you should get vaginal rejuvenation. I was like, you're a shitty eye doctor. I know that sounds oppositional. I come from a very long line of oppositional women. My grandmother was the worst out of all of us. So one time she goes, look at this dumb bitch wearing white after Labor Day. I was like, Grandma, it's my wedding. I'm 54. That happened. That's a thing. I wish somebody would let you know what's going to happen when you hit your 50s. It would have been nice if somebody had pulled me aside 5 years ago and was like, come here, I got to tell you something. Come here. 5 years from now, your hairline is going to start to recede. Your stomach's going to get bigger. But your mustache is going to come in real nice. Yeah, you're just going to slowly morph into a JV football coach. Don't worry about it. Grab a clipboard, call an audible, lean into it. I hang out with a lot of young people, a lot of young men, because I do comedy, and one of them comes up to me last week in the green room, and he goes, I gotta talk to you about something. I hooked up with a woman your age last night, and I liked it, and that's gross, right? I was like, honey, it's not gross, all right? Women my age can still be hot. It's, just more of a dry heat. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. That's what they tell me. And I was like, of course she has all this experience. Of course she was great. I think if you're a young person looking to get experience with women, you should be with an older woman. Not an old lady. You don't want to break somebody's hip. That's disrespectful, okay? You want a woman who can still bend and move into different positions in bed. You don't want a woman whose bed will bend and move into different positions. See the Craftmatic, go home, all right? Tell your homework. She won't know. If you are going to be with a woman my age, you can't show up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can tell you that. You got to be out and done by 10 p.m. She's got shit to do tomorrow, okay? Grab your hoodie, get your gift bag, go home. I want to add here that I'm not saying anything bad about young women, because young women are fantastic in a different way. Like in bed, a young woman is like a brand new car. She's reliable, smells nice, 0 emissions. A woman my age was more like a classic car. The fun is in the unpredictability of it all, really. You're like, is it gonna start? Fluids are leaking everywhere. You might need to use a choke. Sometimes. I'm a married person. I've been married for a long time, 22 years, and he's great. Don't. Only he deserves the applause. I don't. He's good. I found that after about 10 years of marriage, sex kind of becomes like Wendy's chili. It's good. It's very consistent. Sometimes you find a finger where you're not expecting it. Yeah. Like a very uncomfortable laughter, as it should be for that joke, I think, And I do love him. I do. Here's the thing. If you work at it, it can still be great. Like being married this long can still be great, but you just have to put the work in. We came up with a thing where we take turns every month coming up with something new to try in the bedroom. Keep the stuff we like. We toss out the stuff we don't. And it's very simple. You can do this. Simple. So I was like, but you go first. What do you want to do? And he goes, I don't know. So I guess I always thought it might be cool if you wanted to role play as a nurse. That's so easy. So I gave him a bunch of paperwork to fill out. I just had him sit in the living room for an hour. I was like, put your mask on, I'm way too tired to have sex. I worked a double, all right? And sometimes men get upset with me for that, but don't, okay? Because he's sweet, but he got me back. And next month it was my turn, and I don't remember anything from day to day, And he goes, what do you want to do this month? I was like, oh, right. why don't you role play as a general contractor? And he made me put down a deposit and never showed up. Well, I got screwed her right. Not the way I was expecting. All right, you guys have been so much fun. Thanks for letting me drop in. Good night, everybody.